I'm pretty sure we are now seeing the end of days for the deep state, and there's some elements of it that are really pissed off that this is happening. As of course, the more that they try to stop it, the more obvious they become in their corruption and evil doings. As right now, we are living in one of the most entertaining timelines of our lifetimes. I've been in independent media for about 21 years. 21 years sitting at desks, interviewing people, covering protests, and I would have to say right now, especially with the latest developments that just happened, we are seeing some of the most fascinating, most fun, most amazing, most exhilarating time of our lifetimes, especially with the major news that just broke a couple minutes ago inside of the Oval Office, as there has been a larger kind of resistance movement against Deutsche, against Elon Musk, against Donald Trump from being able to carry out their agendas. There's many court systems saying, what? You want to fire bureaucrats? You can't do that. Trump's like, no, I'm putting them on leave. There's judges being like, oh, you want to know where your money's going to? No, that's secret, private debt. No, it's not. This is our money. We just want to know where it's going. All of Jeffrey Epstein's old friends, Bill Gates, Chelsea Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Larry Summers, Bill Gates, and others are all coming out in full force saying, no, oh, the horror. They're actually keeping their campaign promise to give the American people answers to where their money is actually going to. How dare you? And of course, now we have ongoing legal battles. But guess what? In this perfect little chess move, Donald Trump and Elon Musk just made, I think, a decision that will be absolutely going after the kingmakers on the other side, on the bad side, on the side of the corruption, on the side of secrecy, on the side of all these corrupted crooks and robber barons of our times, as they have just signed an executive order that will allow Deutsche and Elon Musk to specifically investigate federal employees with high net worths despite low government pay. As finally, there's going to be people looking into the larger collusion between the corporations and the state that have been working hand in hand together for far too long. As of course, a lot of people now will be saying, okay, who made all this frickin' money when they're supposed to be being paid a government salary? Why are they millionaires? Why are they getting paid so handsomely? Where are they getting their money from? Elon Musk is going to be finding out very soon.
And also, could you mention some of the things that your team has found, some of the crazy numbers, including the woman that walked away with about $30 million?
Right.
Etc.
Well, we do find it sort of rather odd that there are quite a few people in the bureaucracy who have ostensibly a salary of a few $100,000, but somehow manage to accrue tens of millions of dollars in net worth while they are in that position, which is, what happened at USAID. We're just curious as to where it came from. Maybe they're very good at investing, in which case we should take their investment advice, perhaps. But just there seems to be mysteriously they get wealthy. We don't know why. Where does it come from? And I think the reality is that they're getting wealthy at taxpayer expense. That's the honest truth of it. So, we're looking at, we just...
Wow. I mean, this right here is going to set up such a chilling effect for all of the horrible parties within our system that abuse it and buy off politicians. This is going to make so many heads explode, as this is the perfect way to really look into the real corruption. Because, again, Deutsche, looking into USAID, that, again, I told you, just scratching the surface, I told you, just wait. Just wait. And, of course, I have my sources. I have people that I talk to. I said, just wait to see their latest action. Just wait until they get into the Pentagon, into the Medicaid system, into the Medicare system. As I think it's fair to say, Pelosi, Warren, Maxine Waters, all these other people, They're not the greatest inventors of our time. There's no way that they are better investors than Warren Buffett, but somehow all of their stock decisions, all of their investments, all of their loved ones' investments are doing incredibly well. As libs of TikTok also just tweeted, Fauci's net worth also surged during a national health crisis where he became a multimillionaire. I wonder how. No, Dr. Fauci was being paid an exorbitant amount of money, but not multi-millions of dollars. And now, I'm not just unraveling, hey, how did you get so rich? But who paid you will really start highlighting, will really start showing the American public, this is how your system is bought off. This is how your system is rigged. This is how your system is working against you actively every single day. As now we're going to see the receipts. We're going to see the paper trail. We are going to finally awaken to the larger kind of seedy and nastiness behind that curtain that will absolutely shock people. Shouts out to Deutsch, by the way, as they tweet bangers like this, describing that it's unburdened by what has been, specifically so showing the USAID building having their insignia tore down, as they keep just tweeting just amazing stuff. By the way, this is just incredible stuff, and just seeing them saying, we fired this person, got rid of this grant, got rid of this. Oh, yeah, I bathed in it. Oh, yes. Oh, Lord, yes. Getting me all hot and bothered. You want a Valentine's Day? Whoa. Oh. Damn. That is some amazing stuff. As in related amazing stuff, we have Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna with major bombshells surrounding the JFK story that absolutely signal bigger bombshells that will correlate all of this. This is like a master plan. This is like a master plan here being laid out here by Trump, Elon, and all these other individuals that are essentially creating the end game for the deep state. I'll tell you exactly how. Before that, I wanted to tell you about our teas. Yes, we have teas. Everyone has coffees. Everyone's selling coffee. We have teas, and we have some of the best teas on the market because they are microplastic-free tea. My favorite tea is white peach tea. I always loved tea, but it's always difficult to get because it's always filled with either microplastics, it's either in horrible cans that are lined with plastics. You either have to get the tea in microplastic bags here. This is, I think, the first of its kind microplastic loose leaf free tea in a non-microplastic bag delivered to you that you could, of course, seep yourself. When you do, make sure you don't seep it in microplastics. When you do, you put it in the fridge. If it's already a little, not really, kind of sweet. I like it just the way it is. Some people like a little bit of honey in it. Whatever your preference is, seep it. Some people like it hot. I like it cold. I like iced tea. Seriously, it's extremely difficult to find really good iced tea. And we have it right here, available to you. WeAreChange.shop, as our company is called Sip Happens, and we have Testy the Testicle here as our larger representative of a healthy, microplastic-free set of balls. As of course, balls are now the new symbol of resistance. As we also just launched, by the way, our Big Balls Employee of the Year t-shirt that you can get exclusively on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. And by getting the shirts, by celebrating Big Balls, by getting the tees, you, of course, help support this independent media network that is directly supported by you individually. A lot of other big players out there have all the support in the world. We actually don't. We need your help. We need your support, and it's very easy. It's very simple. Get some tea. What are you going to buy tea from Big T? You're going to buy tea from all the horrible people out there that are literally putting microplastics in your balls in your brain. Get those people out of your life. Support people that are doing good things. We're doing this in cooperation with the Quartering. Shouts out to him for allowing this to happen to us. And check out the tea. Support it on WeAreChange.shop. Now, let's get into what Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna is doing, because what she is doing is groundbreaking, as she just announced a task force that will be declassifying federal secrets, including the event in September of 2001, the Jeffrey Epstein files that, according to Glenn Beck, the client list will be getting released in about 10 days from now. The JFK assassination, the RFK Jr. assassination, the MLK assassination, the origins of a global sickness, and UAPs and UFOs. All of the things that the American public has kind of demanded the larger truth of. They said, hey, please, just be free frank with us. And the government said, get the hell out of here. Who are you, peasant, little peon, slave? Get out. Shoot. And I'm like, I just wanted to know what the hell you're doing. No. Now, this is the game breaker. This is something that's going to be huge here, as during her announcement, Congresswoman Paulina Luna also exposed one of the biggest kind of revelations out there, and that was her specifically confirming something that the American public, including myself, including large segments of independent media, including private investigators, ever since the 1960s have been saying, and that there was multiple shooters that took the life of JFK. Now, this was called the conspiracy theory. The government's official story told you you're crazy, you're stupid if you believe that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone and actually did this all by himself, which was absolutely impossible to do. But this is already just a hint of what we're going to be getting soon, which is going to be game-changing, because it's going to make people realize the CIA took the life of JFK. The CIA assassinated a sitting president of the United States. The same CIA, the same intel agencies that had all these slush funds with USAID. The same CIA connected to all these judges and politicians and media organizations. It's going to be a bad year for the CIA, as, of course, this statement right here cannot be understated with just how vast, big, and explosive it is.
What's your priority list? Because Epstein, 9/11.
Our first investigation will be announced, but it's going to be covering on a thorough investigation into the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I can tell you, based on what I've been seeing so far, the initial hearing that was actually held here in Congress was actually faulty in the single bullet theory. I believe that there were two shooters, and we should be finding more information as we are able to gain access into the SCIF, hopefully before the files are actually released to the public.
Now, of course, everyone's asking themselves, who's the second shooter out there? As this does highlight something that a lot of people have been, of course, knowing and understanding and seeing. It didn't take a genius to see all the shots, to see the trajectory of JFK, to understand that Lee Harvey Oswald being taken out so he couldn't even testify, as he was saying he was a patsy all along himself, 60 years. And the government just admitted that there was at least two shooters, as the U.S. government and the media played an active role in covering up to this date, the larger conspiracy that unfolded when sinister elements within our own government took the life of a sitting U.S. president. The ramifications of this are huge. The resistance is failing. FEMA and their employees that are not listening to Donald Trump are being fired. FBI agents are now literally, according to Kristi Noem, the head of Homeland Security, she's saying, quote, the FBI is so corrupt, we will work with any and every agency to stop leaks and prosecute these crooked deep state agents to the fullest extent of the law, as she's specifically highlighting how a lot of ICE raids are being undermined by insider government forces out there, as she is accusing the corrupt FBI of leaking information to criminal elements and to people who are about to be deported when these raids are going to happen. This is major, as of course the new Attorney General probably will now be pressing charges. This is something vast. This is something that people are being fired. People are going to be charged here that are standing in the way of actual law and order, while at the same time, the worst, most horrible elements within our own government that have committed crimes that we are not even privy to yet. Again, we're still scratching the surface. What Deutsch is uncovering is just the tip of the iceberg, baby. This is big. This is huge. This is ginormous. And this thing, it swings hard, and it's coming right in the face of that little stupid deep state. And my goodness, my golly, what a time to be alive. Truly. Don't get teabagged, get the tea. We are change.shop. What do you expect to happen? This is, again, a larger chess game being played here. Beautiful moves being made here. Smart moves, brilliant moves. Every step of the way. They try to undermine them. Boom. You know what? You don't want us looking at it. We're going to look exactly into this other skeleton that you have here in this closet. There's a lot of freaking closets, and they're all about to be opened. Unless, of course, they try to take the life of Donald Trump and Elon Musk, which, of course, they probably will be attempting. We'll talk about that plus a lot more in the next video. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. Click subscribe and the notification button here on youtube.com/wearechange.